Welcome back to Porter-Pedia, the show where we really try to unlock the world and the work of Cole Porter.
It's great to be back.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into something I find truly fascinating. What we're calling Cole Porter's Love Trilogy.
Hmm.
These aren't just any three songs, They're masterpieces that, well, when you listen to them together, they tell this profound story about love itself.
And about Porter's own life, too, remarkably.
Exactly. We're talking about Love for Sale from 1930,
Yeah.
then Night and Day from 32, and finally So in Love from 1948.
And what jumps out right away, as our source points out, is that very distinctive feature. They all have just 3 words in the title.
Simple but effective.
But the real magic, like you said, is seeing them as a kind of progression. They show this incredible arc in how Porter understood and expressed love.
Right. It moves from something that seems like a really stark transaction
Yeah, almost cynical.
to this overwhelming, all-consuming passion, and then finally it lands on this deep, unshakable devotion. It's quite a journey.
It really is. And that arc, well, it makes you think about how much his own life shaped his art, doesn't it?
Absolutely. As we'll get into, these are so much more than just popular show tunes. Our source gives us some really compelling insights into why these are actually, carefully crafted poems,
Poems that offer a very intimate window into Porter's own complex love life.
especially his marriage to Linda Lee Thomas and those hidden affairs.
Exactly. It's a journey that really shows why Porter belongs, not just among brilliant songwriters, but among America's major lyric poets.
Yeah.
He was a wordsmith, truly.
Okay, so let's dive into that first intriguing idea our source brings up. This distinction between Porter songs as verse versus poems. Not everything he wrote fits the poem category.
That's right. It's a really crucial distinction our source makes, especially for understanding this trilogy.
So what's the difference, really?
Well, the source argues that while lots of Porter's songs have what you'd call verse lyrics with maybe somewhat generic imagery, his absolute best work, like these 3 songs, functions as genuine poetry. The key difference is really the depth of the imagery and how essential the words are to the song's whole meaning and emotional punch.
Can you give us an example? I think that might help make it clear.
Sure. Let's take You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To from 1943.
Great song, huge hit.
Huge hit, absolutely. And our source calls it classic verse. It resonated deeply during the war, comforting sentiments, lovely melody, perfect for the time.
Definitely.
But look at the imagery. Fireplaces, stars, moons. It's nice, it's evocative, but it's also kind of generic, right?
I see what you mean.
You could probably swap those images out maybe for, I don't know, warm tea or soft blankets. And the song's core meaning wouldn't fundamentally change all that much. It's wonderfully crafted verse, but maybe not poetry in the strictest sense.
So effective, but the images aren't uniquely tied to that specific song's soul, maybe.
Exactly. In contrast, a songwriter who's also a poet like Porter, at his best, they don't just write lyrics. They paint pictures with words. They evoke very specific moods with the music.
So you don't just hear the emotion, you see it too.
Precisely. You see the images, you feel them woven into the sound itself. And what's really fascinating here is that Porter's skill is actually recognized formally. He's included in the Library of America's American Poets Project.
Wow, that's huge.
It is. He's alongside giants like Walt Whitman, Edna St. Vincent Millay. That puts him in very select company. His best lyrics aren't just catchy. They're metrically inventive, rhythmically zaried, packed with rich imagery. They stand up as poems.
Okay, that really sets the stage nicely. So let's get into the first song of this trilogy, Love for Sale, from the New Yorker's 1930. Our source says this was incredibly daring for its time, scandalous even, for Broadway. It caused such an uproar, it got banned from the radio for decades.
Can you imagine? It really pushed the envelope. Porter wasn't afraid to tackle uncomfortable subjects.
But it's how he does it, right? The source points out the theme, love as a transaction, isn't just stated, it's woven into the song's very structure. Love in purely physical terms.
Absolutely. It's sung from the perspective of a prostitute, advertising her wares. Our source calls it a sung monologue, where the vocal line feels closer to speech than singing. You're meant to hear her voice, direct and unvarnished.
And that immersion in the character's voice, that's key to its poetic power.
Totally. He's not just describing. He is that voice, cynically undercutting any romantic ideals. Look at the verse structure, that 8-line verse. It's very classical, almost deceptively simple.
How so?
Well, it's 2 4-line stanzas, each with this really specific structure. 2 10-syllable lines, then a 4-syllable, then a 2-syllable. And those rhymes, AABA, are so blunt. Street feed, cop shop, downtown, smirk work.
No softening it.
None at all. It's like a job description, our source says. Those tight rhymes, the structure, they trap you in the bleak reality of it. He uses every syllable to make you feel the coldness of the transaction.
And you can hear those signature Porter key shifts, right? Minor to major and back again, adding that layer of complexity.
Yes, exactly. And the refrain is fascinating, too. 5 stanzas, each repeating love for sale 5 times. It's relentless, almost hammering it home.
Like she's calling it out on the street.
Precisely. And that third stanza is metrically interesting, those internal rhymes like thrill mill, new true, with lines ending in love. Let's keep coming back to that word, but stripped of romance.
And the word sale itself.
Right. Love for sale is the first line and the last line. And sale is deliberately unrhymed. Our source calls it a price tag blunt, needing no embellishment. It just lands like a thud.
It's stark.
And this cynical view, this detachment, becomes even more poignant when you think about Porter's own life. He gets right inside that character's voice, almost scoffing at sentimental love songs. She knows every type of love, she says.
Except one.
Exactly. That line, old love, new love, every love but true love.
Wow.
Wow. For Porter, a gay man hiding his sexuality in that era, the irony must have been razor sharp. He knew all about relationships that came with a hidden price secrecy, reputation, maybe even material comfort for partners. The song echoes his own secret life, those conditional intimacies. It feels very personal somehow.
So we start with love as this bleak transaction, but then just 2 years later, 1932, gay divorce, and we get night and day. Talk about a shift.
Complete 180.
This isn't ironic or cynical at all. This is, as our source calls it, a rhapsody of passion. Overwhelming, consuming. It's an incredible contrast.
It really is, and it shows his amazing range. The verse in Night and Day, just 8 lines again, describes the beloved's effect as this relentless succession of sounds.
What do you mean?
Like tom-toms, beat, clock, tick-tick-tock, the rains dip, drip, drip. These sounds, they become almost hallucinatory. They just pound away in the lover's head.
So you can't escape the thought of the person.
Yeah, exactly. Making it impossible to think of anything but you, you, you. The beloved becomes part of that constant, inescapable rhythm.
You can almost feel that relentless pulse. Our source calls it a triptych of sound and image, right? Like you can see the tom-tom, the clock, the rain, and hear them all weaving together with the music. It really builds that obsessive feeling.
It does. And the music supports it with those strong chord progressions, that steady rhythm. Then there's the refrain, quite long, 15 lines in 3 sections. It starts and ends with night and day.
And repeats it a lot.
Repeated 3 more times, plus twice as day and night. It even acts as a bridge. That phrase just anchors the whole obsession.
And the rhymes are different here, too.
Yeah, he plays with them. The first section feels open, rhymes are late. Then more traditional AAB, so gaba, boom, room. But the third section gets complex again. Modified AADB, but with those brilliant internal rhymes. Yearning, burning, height of mind, sight of me.
Wow.
It mirrors the feeling, right? The shifting sounds match the shifting, relentless emotions of obsession. It's not just clever. It serves the feeling of the song.
So why is this one considered such a masterpiece? What makes it stand out even for Porter?
Well, our source puts it beautifully. It's everything a poem should be.
High praise.
It is. It's rhythmically and metrically varied. The sound is wedded to sense. The way it sounds reinforces the meaning. The imagery is precise, and it treats a common theme, longing, in a really striking way.
Like that Pope quote.
Exactly. What oft was thought, but ne'er so well expressed, it captures something universal about intense desire. And biographically, people often link it to a specific man in Porter's life, maybe Boris Kochnow.
Reflecting that overwhelming desire.
Right, but it also honored Linda, his wife. She was his anchor, despite everything. That line, whether near to me or far, that could easily apply to their complex marriage, marked by separations but deep down, an enduring devotion. It speaks to intensity in many forms.
Okay, so from transaction to obsession, now we jump forward quite a bit, to 1948, Kiss Me Kate, and the third song, So in Love.
A truly iconic show and song.
And this one's interesting structurally, right? No traditional verse.
That's right. It comes straight out of stage dialogue that sets up this powerful emotional moment. Our source paints the scene. Flowers, identical to an old wedding bouquet, get delivered by mistake to Lily Vanessa.
And they just reignite everything for her and Fred Graham, her ex.
Instantly. It's a pivotal moment, sparking this incredibly intense song about enduring love.
The theme here feels like permanence, love that doesn't back down.
Exactly. Love so powerful you'd endure anything. Echoes Shakespeare, love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds.
Yeah.
And our source explicitly links this kind of unwavering true love to Porter's relationship with Linda.
Let's look at the poetic elements. It's structured in quatrains, right? 4-line stanzas.
Yes, 3 sections of quatrains. And the rhyme scheme is unusual. Sections 1 and 2 use identical rhymes at the end of the first 2 lines. Dear, dear, you...
Repeating the same word.
Yeah, which our source notes is unusual but not unheard of in poetry. It gives it this very deliberate, almost faded feeling, like an echo, reinforcing the commitment. Then you get more standard AA rhymes.
Okay, and the bridge.
The bridge is more traditional. Abiab, mysterious their delirious scare. And the melody here shifts. It rises and falls, creating this feeling of rapturous bliss. As Lily recalls, a night mysterious, a dream delirious. You really feel that memory flooding back.
And the third section is different again.
Very unusual. Lines 1 and 2 end with me. Line 3 ends with die. You expect a rhyme for die in line 4, but Porter delays it. He adds a 3-line coda.
Ah, the ending.
Yes. So in love, so in love, so in love with you, my love, am I. That final I finally provides the rhyme for die and lets him use love in 2 different ways, the state of being in love and the term of endearment. It's incredibly effective, that final declaration.
And he uses that poetic trick too, anastrophe, flipping word order.
Right, like night mysterious instead of mysterious night. Our source suggests it's not just for rhythm. It adds to the imagery, gives it a shadowy softness, a dreamlike quality. It's a subtle touch, but very poetic.
And the biographical connection here is incredibly strong, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. This is where it becomes almost painfully personal. Our source emphasizes it was written when Linda was very ill. It's seen as one of Porter's most nakedly emotional confessions.
So this one was truly about Linda.
Biographers largely agree, yes. She was his love that alters not, his constant despite everything else. And Porter was absolutely devastated when she died in 1954. Many say he never really recovered. This song feels like a testament to that deep, enduring bond.
So looking back at the whole trilogy, what does it tell us? We've got transaction, obsession, endurance.
It really feels like it encapsulates Porter's complex, evolving understanding of love, shaped by his own life. Love for Sale reflects those hidden, perhaps transactional parts of his life.
These secret liaisons.
Right. Then Night and Day captures that overwhelming passion, maybe reflecting both his affairs and just that intense yearning he felt.
And finally, So in Love.
That represents the enduring, unwavering bond with Linda, the bedrock of his life.
His life really was his constant balancing act, wasn't it? Public marriage, private affairs, managing image versus reality.
Absolutely. And these songs, they don't just show his genius as a composer, they reveal his vulnerability. They're like a coded diary of his emotional life set to music.
So a final thought for everyone listening. The next time you hear one of these amazing songs, Love for Sale, Night and Day, So in Love, maybe listen a little differently.
Yeah.
Listen beyond the incredible melodies. Try to hear the man behind them, Cole Porter. Because he wasn't just writing entertainment, he was writing his life in this coded, complex, and deeply poetic way.
He truly was. His legacy is both the brilliant songwriter we all know and this profound poet whose work, intertwined with his life, still resonates so deeply today. We hope you'll keep exploring the world of Cole Porter with us here on Porter-Pedia.
Yeah.